Okay, let's talk about podcasts. A lot of people here ask me, what podcasts do I listen to? What are the best ones to go for this purpose and for that purpose? And it looks like 70% of you here, based on the poll that I just did, listen to them. Here's my feeling on podcasts. The medium is brilliant. Being able to put your AirPods in or click the button on your phone and you're in the Bluetooth car, and while you're driving or walking or commuting, you got information delivery via audio while you're going about your day. Fantastic. I think if you have a business, wise to have a podcast. Because the people love the podcast and it's a great marketing vehicle. It's great to put a podcast out there, people listen to it, subscribe to you, fantastic, brilliant idea. But as a student, as a listener, look, someone trying to develop their mind and grow wise, podcasts just do not have the same punch as listening to audiobooks. You've got to understand that if you listen to a weekly podcast, by the way, maybe you haven't realized what goes into having a weekly thing. They have to sit down and think, what the fuck are we going to talk about next week? And who the fuck are we going to interview? And how can we get them here? And what are we going to talk about? What are the topics? And look, how are we going to keep it light and entertaining? And how are we going to make it enjoyable for the listener? And what about the fucking money? And we're going to put the ads in and all the stuff's got to happen. It's a weekly thing. It's transient. But you go and get a book like Dale Carnegie, How to Win Friends and Influence People. You go and read this for 8 hours on audio. He has put his whole life into this book. This is his life's work, and he explains at the start of it. This is a whole life's work. You go and get a Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich. Look at these notes, golly gosh. This book has created more millionaires than any other book ever published. If you haven't read this, but you're going and listening to entertainment, look, that's fine. There's a time and place for entertainment, but just don't fool yourself. Don't fool yourself into thinking that the podcasts are the thing that's the source of all human wisdom, when the truth is these are people's life's work. These are the things that have got the results over time. I want you to understand that it takes years to put a book together with these principles. It takes years and years and years and years. These are not just whipped up to make a quick buck or to grow their followership on iTunes. Now here, I want you to do this. I want you to understand this. If you intend on living for 80 years and you're currently 30 years old and you can read for an hour a day or 365 hours per year, and the average book is 8 hours, then in all probability, you're only going to get through a couple of thousand books in your lifetime before you drop dead. A couple of thousand books. You're limited. You have finite time to get through the books. So you want to prioritize your reading list. Because evolution is a transfer of information. In biology, evolution is a transfer of information. In business, in finance, in spiritual acclamation, it's a transfer of information. It's about getting wiser. There's only so much wisdom you're going to get in this life. And the amount of wisdom that you accumulate through the years, it will be directly correlated to the level that you play in life. It's how far you're going to get. That's why I go for the mentors who have read a lot of books. Dr. John DeMartini, 30,000 books. You think someone who's read 30,000 will know one or two things? In 45 minutes, you go and read Wealth, Wisdom of the Ages. You're going to learn some things that you're not going to get from a podcast that was cooked up in 6 days. So that's my little message this morning. Understand that time is limited. And let me tell you what, that makes a difference. When you apply timeless principles to your life and to your business, you have more security. You know that it's going to stand the test of time. I know a lot of people who have made a bunch of money on Bitcoin, and they're millionaires, but they're stressed. They're not exactly sure how they made the money. They're not sure why they made the money. Why did the thing go up? Why did they sell it when they did? They don't understand themselves. They don't understand the market. They don't understand how the fuck they made the money. They don't know how they're going to do it again. They don't actually know what the fuck they're doing. They're millionaires stressed about losing this shit because they didn't have timeless principles. Study the masters, that's my advice. Study the masters. People who spend their life doing it. Then you read their life's work, you consume it in a few hours, and then guess what? You knew at your age more than what they knew at theirs. That is the evolutionary process. That's how evolution happens. By the way, if you feel like you're being pushed around in life, can't say no, can't tell people to fuck off, mum, dad, boss, the people, you want to wake up your power, 48 Laws of Power. This is a timeless classic. This refers to people in the 14th, 15th century, how they deployed their power.